So how's it going, ladies and gents, and welcome back to the channel. Today guys, we're doing a Master Duel deck profile for the third time for the new YugiOh cards, and this is what we are going to pair up with today. Let's move to the deck profile. So last and foremost of the YugiOh deck list that we're gonna showcase today is with the Shadow and the branded archetype. This variant of the YugiOh cards, or the branded, I would call it just the branded deck because it's mostly with the branded cards, plays more with the branded cards rather than some of the Shadows. Furthermore, having the support with the new YugiOh cards to bring forth all of your cards and all the Shadow effects down to the graveyard is absolutely insanity. Now the problem with this deck is, well, basically there's no problem with this deck. If ever you dump a copy of Tragedy, then you can get a copy of Aliber to Branded Fusion, and so on and so on. If you have a copy of, or one of the copies of Modora and then another copy of Agido, then you drop one, then discard a pile, and then use the effects of the whichever monsters that was dropped to the graveyard, whether it is Shadow or any type of monster or card, it has a floating effect in your graveyard, and by far it got me a lot of wins. Now the inclusion for that grass looks greener is very necessary since we're dealing with a 60 card deck, and by far having a 60 card deck alongside the Shadows and the branded cards are quite necessary because 60 cards is quite a lot and we need to cut out a lot of cards. Now the only time that grass looks greener would be unnecessary is you're going towards a mirror match with a 60 card deck as well. There's always an out for every situation that you'll have, whether it be on target destroy, on target banish, pop on the field, any kind of effects there is, it's going to be in your main deck. Now the only thing that you're going to be querying about this deck is, why do I have a copy of Quizadel Chaos? Now the reason for this is the only light monster that I need for Albion the branded dragon, and by far you need a light monster to use for your branded fusion. Now you can go for an Nibiru on this pile. So that is your main deck, guys. Your extra deck revolves around one copy of Mud Dragon of the Swamp, one copy of El Shadow Window, one copy of App Cologne, one construct, the same old branded cards that you needed for your fusions. So one Starving Venom, one Dragospilia, two copies of Albion, quite necessary of course, one Cortis, one Mirror J. We're just running one copy of this because we need more cards, or we need more fusion cards for our Shadow monsters. Two copies of Lobelion, one copy of Guardian Chimera, one copy of Shikanaga, and one copy of Preskinyan. And quite by far, this helped me quite a lot. So that is the deck profile for you guys. Let's move towards the replays, and I'll just showcase to you guys the replays since there's not much that I can showcase to you guys since most of the games that I dealt with, people are just scooping to this deck. Once you got the upper hand on a game, then they'll just immediately scoop. So that's basically it, guys. Let's watch the replays. So those are the game replays, and that is the deck profile for you guys today. Like and subscribe for more content like this in the near future, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Keep safe, good luck, have a good day, bye bye.